Welcome to today's class. We're going to be working on a heart and shoulder opening float today, leading to King Pigeon. Join me in a child's pose to start. Big toes together, knees open wider than hip distance. Place your forehead in the ground and extend your arms long in front of you. Start breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Hands in line with your shoulders. Gently constrict the back of your throat to start your Ujjayi breath. Walk your hands over to your left without lifting your torso and head. Feel the stretch on the right side of your body. And try to leave the rest of your day behind and focus on how you feel right now. Come back to center and walk over to your right. You can place your left hand on top of your right to deepen the stretch a little bit more. Now come back up and sit with your legs crossed for Sukhasana. You can sit in a block if that's more comfortable to you. On an inhale, lift both arms up, and exhale, cross your right arm over your left for eagle arms. Lift your elbows up, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. You should feel a nice stretch in your back, the base of your neck, and shoulders. Remember to keep breathing in and out through your nose with your Ujjayi breath. It helps me to keep my eyes closed to pay attention to every sensation I'm feeling. On an inhale, open your arms, and exhale, cross your left arm on top of your right. Inhale, lift your elbows up and keep breathing. Avoid tensioning any part of your body, including your eyes, your toes, and other parts of your body that sometimes you don't notice. Inhale, open your arms, and exhale, hands to the floor. Take your arms back up again and twist to your right, placing your left hand on top of your right knee and your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift both arms and exhale, twist to the other side. Make sure both sit bones are grounded and you're still sitting nice and tall. Look over your shoulder. Inhale and lift your arms back up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Now let's go to all fours to warm up our spines. Keep your knees in line with your hips and wrists in line with your shoulders. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Look at your belly button. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, round your spine. Keep going. Keep the eyes of your elbows facing each other to avoid overextending your arms. Back to neutral spine. Open your left arm to the sky, twisting your spine, and pass it underneath your chest for thread the needle. Keep your left shoulder away from your ear, and you can extend your right arm in front of you, or leave your palm next to your face. You could also wrap your arm around your back, touching your thigh if you want a deeper twist. Place your right hand next to your face on an inhale and unthread the needle on an exhale. Back to neutral spine. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale up and exhale, thread the needle. You can keep your hand next to your face, extend your arm, or wrap it around your back. Remember to keep your hips in line with your knees. Can you open your chest a little bit more to your left? Remember to always keep breathing. On an inhale, take your right hand to the sky and exhale back to neutral. Now let's make it more dynamic. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, up, and exhale, twist. Inhale, up, and exhale, twist. Just one more. Inhale up and exhale back to neutral. Other side. That's one. And thread the needle. Inhale, go up and exhale, twist. Just two more. One, up, exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale up and exhale back to neutral spine. Keeping your spine neutral and your core engaged, lift your right leg up and your left arm up for bird dog. We're going to hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your leg and reach your ankle or your toes with your hand and kick your leg into your hand, opening your chest. You can keep looking to a fixed point of space to help you with your balance. Gently let go of your leg and go back to bird dog for a second. And then release your arm and leg to the floor. Other side. Inhale and lift your left leg and right arm up. We're holding it here for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your leg, reach it with your arm. You can grab your ankle or your toes and open your chest. You should be feeling a nice stretch on your shoulder. Keep breathing to maintain balance. And very gently let your leg go and back to all fours. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up to downward facing dog. First one of the class. You can pedal your feet and keep your knees slightly bent to protect your lower back. Walk your hands back to your feet and interlace your fingers behind your back, keeping a slight bend on your knees. Now reach your hands overhead. You should be feeling a nice stretch on your shoulders. That's preparing us for the heart opening and shoulder opening for this practice. Now walk your hands over to downward facing dog again. And now walk your feet over to your hands. Inhale all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana and exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive swan. Inhale, lift your head and your chest up, and exhale, go to plank. We're going to hold it here, keeping a very strong pose. If your wrists hurt, you can be on your forearms, that's okay. Now inhale, and on an exhale, Chaturanga. Uncurl your toes and interlace your fingers behind your back. On an inhale, lift your chest up and remember to keep looking to the floor so you don't tense your neck. Keep breathing. And on an exhale, rest your head in the floor. Change the interlacing of your fingers and inhale, go back up again. Try to get your hands a little bit closer to your feet. And I know it's hard to breathe in this prone position, but breathing here will help us strengthen our back and mind. On an exhale, release your head down and inhale, go all the way up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, get high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees and walk forward. Inhale, flat back and exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana and exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back and exhale, jump or walk to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Your hands should be pressing the floor firmly and your upper arms should be externally rotating. Your neck should be in line with your spine. You can be looking at your knees to help that. On an inhale, get high onto your tippy toes and exhale, jump forward. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, forward fold. We're going to do another sun salutation A. You can do it at your own pace. I'll see you back in downward facing dog. Inhale, get high onto your toes, and exhale, jump forward. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up, mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose. We're holding here for 5. You should be able to see your toes if you look down, and your core should be engaged. Bringing your navel to your spine and avoid flaring your ribs forward. On an exhale, dive forward, and inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, take your right leg up, and exhale, knee to nose. Round your upper back by pressing the floor strongly with your arms. Take your right foot between your hands and spin your back foot flat for warrior 1. On an inhale, go up. Make sure your knee is in line with your heel and you're not flaring your ribs forward. Your core should be engaged and you're trying to grow tall to the sky. On an exhale, bring your hands behind you and open your chest. Inhale there and exhale, humble warrior. Your torso should be in the inner part of your right leg and you should be trying to reach the floor with your hands behind you. Inhale, go all the way up again, and exhale, hands to floor, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to the other side, left leg up, and exhale, knee to nose. Can you get your nose a little bit closer to your knee? Step your left foot between your hands and spin your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1. Back leg keeps strong and shoulders are getting away from our ears. We're feeling strong in this pose. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open your chest, and exhale, humble warrior. Make sure your knee is still in line with your ankle and you're not releasing all the weight of your torso into your leg. On an inhale, go back up to warrior 1 and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Then go back to your Ujjayi breath. On an inhale, go high into your tippy toes and exhale, jump to your hands. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, chair pose. You can look forward or between your hands, but avoid looking to the floor because you will tension your neck. Now on an inhale, mountain pose. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, swipe your right leg up, bending your knee and opening your hip. Keeping your shoulders in line, imagine that you're trying to touch your head with your toes. Now step your foot back, getting ready for Wild Thing. On an inhale, reach your arm overhead, opening your heart and pressing your feet strongly into the floor for stability. Place your right hand next to your left hand and go back to three-legged dog. Step your right leg forward and spin your back foot flat. Inhale, Warrior 2. Keep the crown of your head stacked over your pelvis and your shoulders over your hips, and reach strongly through both arms towards the front and the back of your mat. Front leg straight and walk your back foot a little bit closer to your right. Place your hands in prayer or your fists together behind your back. Torso faces forward, and on an exhale, we fold over our leg. It doesn't matter if your forehead touches your knee or no. What's important is that you keep your back straight and your chest open. You can slightly bend your front leg to protect your knee. Inhale and exhale. On an inhale, torso up and extend your arms to the side. Inhale, after, and exhale, triangle pose. Open your chest toward your left side and breathe deeply, feeling the stretch on your hip. Inhale one more time and exhale. On an inhale, go back to Warrior 2, flip your palm over, and exhale, reverse your warrior. We breathe here for 1, 2, 3. On an exhale, cartwheel your arms to the floor. Inhale there, and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up, opening your hip and bending your knee, keeping your shoulders in line. Step your foot all the way behind you and you reach your left arm to the floor for Wild Thing. You should be feeling a very nice stretch in the front part of your body right now. Bring your left arm next to your right and lift your leg up, coming back to three-legged dog. Step your left foot forward and spin your back foot flat for Warrior 2. Gaze at your fingertips and feel strong and empowered in this pose. Stretch your left leg and walk your back foot closer. Place your hands in prayer or fists together behind your back. Torso faces forward, and on an exhale, bend over your leg. Remember that we are trying to open our chests, so avoid hunching your back. It doesn't matter if you don't reach your knee. On an inhale, go back up and spread your arms wide open. And exhale, triangle pose. We want to avoid popping our left hip to the side. We can place a block under your hand to help you keep your hip alignment. Inhale one more time and exhale. Inhale, go back to Warrior 2, flip your palm over and exhale, reverse your warrior. Take a deep inhale there and exhale. Inhale one more time and exhale, cartwheel your arms over to your Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale, get high onto your tippy toes, and exhale, jump to your hands. Inhale, go all the way up to Urdhva and exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, and exhale, step your right foot between your hands for a low lunge. Uncurl your toes and take both arms to the sky. We are keeping our back straight, pushing our hips forward while we keep our ribs drawing in. Trying to reach the sky, take a deep breath in and deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in and exhale, cactus your arms and open your chest to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms back to the sky, and exhale, hands to the floor. Walk your right foot to the corner of your mat for lizard pose. Both hands are on the inside of your right leg, and you can either stay in your hands or go down to your forearms. Neck in line with your spine, and again, we're trying to keep our chest open. Go back into your hands if you were on your forearms and bend your back leg. Reach your toes or ankle with your opposite hand and gently take your heel closer to your butt, feeling a deep stretch of your quads. Look over your shoulder and keep breathing. Carefully release your leg and take both hands to the floor, framing your front leg. Lift your back knee off the ground and take your right leg to the back, keeping it up for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, bending your left leg and trying to get your toes closer to your head. Hand next to your chest, inhale, plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, and exhale, step it between your hands for a low lunge. On an inhale, take both arms to the sky, and exhale, breathe there. Remember to keep your core engaged and avoid flaring your ribs forward. Feel the grounding on this pose, as you also feel how you're trying to grow tall to the sky. Inhale there, and exhale, cactus your arms and open your chest to the sky. Inhale, arms back to the sky, and exhale, hands to the floor. Walk your left foot over to the corner of your mat, and you can stay in your arms or you can go to your forearms to your lizard pose. This pose is preparing our hips for King Pigeon pose, so try to give some weight to your hips to feel the stretch. On an inhale, come back up, bend your back leg, and reach your toes or ankle with your opposite hand. Keep your right shoulder away from your ears as you push the floor with your right hand. Gently let go of your leg and put your hands on the ground. Lift your back leg off the ground and bring your right leg back, keeping it up for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and bend your right leg trying to touch your head with your foot. Exhale, go back down. Inhale, all fours, and exhale, rest in child's pose for a second. Let's open our shoulders in puppy pose. Hands are in line with our shoulders, and we have our forehead in the ground, or we can have our chin, depending on your shoulder flexibility. Try to keep your hips in line with your knees. Come back to all fours. We're preparing for a puppy pose variation. Extend your arms in front of you, putting your elbows in the floor and your hands in prayer. Try to touch your head with your hands as you gently press your chest towards the ground. This is a very good shoulder opening that will leave us prepared for King Pigeon. Go back to all fours and lay down onto your belly. Bend your knees and keeping your forehead in the ground, grab your feet getting ready for Tadasana, bow pose. On an inhale, lift your chest up and your quads from the floor. Flex your feet, trying to reach the sky with your heels. On an exhale, go back down, place your forehead in the ground, release your legs, and rest for a minute. Getting ready for our second time, bend your knees, grab your feet, and on an inhale, go back up. Look straight ahead and hold the pose while you focus on stretching, breathing, and balancing. On an exhale, go back down, release your legs, and inhale, plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now inhale, swipe your right leg up, and exhale, bring it forward for Pigeon pose. If your hips are a little bit on the tighter side, you can keep your heel closer to your pelvis. And if you feel ready, you can extend your arms forward and fold over your leg. You could also keep your back straight if that makes you feel better. Now, if you were laying down, stretch your back, put your hands in prayer, and twist over to your right, looking up to the sky. It is not necessary for you to be all the way down. You could also do a gentle twist, placing your left hand on top of your right knee. Inhale and lift your torso up and bend your bad leg. Grab your toes or ankle with your left hand, and you can either bring your heel closer to your hips with your hand or place your feet on the inside of your elbow for Mermaid Pose, reaching your right arm overhead until you grab your left hand. Keep your chest and hips square to the front of your mat. You can stay here or try King Pigeon. Grab the top part of your foot with your left hand and externally rotate your shoulder. If you feel like you can maintain your balance, reach your right arm overhead and grab your foot with both hands. Gently let go of your foot, place your leg on the ground, and go to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, and exhale, bring it forward for your Pigeon pose. Again, you can stay with your back upright, or if you feel more comfortable, you can walk your hands forward and release the weight of your torso over your legs for a deeper stretch. It is normal to have a side that's more flexible than the other. I was feeling the stretch a little bit more on this side. Gently go back up, put your hands in prayer, and twist to your left. As I said on the other side, you don't need to go all the way down. You can do a gentler stretch, putting your right hand on top of your left knee. On an inhale, come back up, bend your back leg, and grab your foot with your right hand. You can stay there or go to Mermaid Pose, grabbing your hand behind your head. Look forward and feel how your left shoulder is stretching and getting ready for King Pigeon. Now, if you tried it on the other side, you can try it here again. Grab your foot with your right hand and externally rotate your shoulder. If you feel ready, you can also bring your left hand over to your foot. Keep opening your chest and breathing. It is a hard pose and it's normal for you if you can't keep balance. Now gently let go of your leg and take your right leg forward to fire log pose. Sit upright and on an inhale bring your arms up and exhale fold forward. It is more important here that you keep your back stretched. You don't need to go all the way down. Feet are flexed to protect your knees. And if you're not all the way there into fire log pose, you can also sit in Sukhasana, easy seated pose with your legs crossed. On an inhale, go up, uncross your legs, and shake your legs over to one side and the other. Cross your left leg over your right, keeping a 90-degree angle in your knees for your fire log pose. Reach your arms to the sky and fold forward. You can place your fingertips in the ground and keep your chest upright if that's more comfortable. Walk your hands back and uncross your legs, extending them in front of you for Paschimottanasana. Our priority here is to keep our back straight and our chest open. And only if you feel ready, try to get your forehead closer to your knees. Feet stay flexed and you can start relaxing and bringing your breathing back to normal. Go back to sitting, bend your legs, and slowly roll your back to laying down on your back. Relax your head in the floor and cross your right leg on top of your left leg and gently drop them to your left side for a twist. Look over your right side. Bring your knees back to center and change the crossing of your legs and gently drop them to your right, looking over your left hand. Knees back to center and grab the outer side of your feet for a happy baby. Knees are in line with your heels and you can rock gently side to side to give a massage to your lower back. Let go of your feet and extend your legs to the corners of your mat. And with your palms facing the sky, close your eyes for Shavasana. We did an intense practice, so this is the time to relax and reset our mind and body. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you want. Thank you for joining me in this class. Namaste.